Hello, good morning everyone. It's me Mei and today I'm gonna present about the summary of the international conferences on sustainable innovation. Okay, let's get into the topic. First, we're gonna talk about alternative technology and green economy presented by Professor Aris. The green economy is an economy system or sector that is based on or guided by environmentalist principles. Green economy can be an alternative vision for growth and development. Green economy can also consistently generate economy development by paying attention to environmental sustainable technology as an alternative technology. Sustainable technology is a technology that is created by taking into account the long-term and short-term impact of something on the environment. One of the changes in sustainable technology is the emergence of incremental innovation, such as increased material production, energy efficiency, etc. One example of a country in ASEAN that has developed sustainable technology is the Philippines. As a country of agriculture, the Philippines produce many ways of making biomass out of waste products, especially those products after agricultural production. There are several tools currently developed in Philippines, including paddy dryers, avocado cutting machines, biomass shredders, cassava chippers, and sarin stove. There are many benefits that result when we use alternative technology, among others, increasing mechanization efforts in the agriculture sectors, overcoming labor shortages, creating mechanization operation and production for sustainable food supply, etc. Furthermore, sustainable agricultural mechanization would be the first step towards creating successful SDGs, and the development and adoption of sustainable technology are key elements of the green economy. Next, pursuing environmental justice presented by Dr. Eka. Taking a look at the many cases of global environmental problems that often occur in many countries in the world, making us have to be more aware of the environmental condition that exist around us. Especially in the midst of technological advance, globalization, and modernization that exist at this time, increases the impact of environmental damage and resource depletion. Furthermore, we should always be able to create a healthy environment, since a healthy environment is now part of human rights. To minimize the damage that will be incurred, the government creates environmental justice and criminal law. In policy making, must also consider substantive obligations such as respecting, protecting, and fulfilling human rights. There is some scope in environmental justice and criminal law. Harm criminal law includes physical or mental injury due to criminal offenses. Meanwhile, environmental harm in criminal law includes the environment, wildlife, biodiversity, and natural resources. Victimization of these crimes is often invisible. For example, in Crime Environment Acts. One example of an ASEAN country that has problem in implementing environmental justice and criminal law is Indonesia. There are several examples of problematic law and regulation, such as the Environmental Protection Act 1982 and 1997, the Environmental Protection and Management Act 2009, the Job Creation Act 2020, and the Indonesian Criminal Code Art Amendment Draft. The next one is the use of biomass and the development of bioeconomy in the European Union, presented by Professor David. The definition of bioeconomy is the knowledge-based production and utilization of biological resources, innovative biological process, and principles to sustainably provide goods and services across all economy sectors. Meanwhile, the definition of circular economy is restorative and regenerative by design and aims to keep products, components, and materials at their highest utility and value at all times, distinguishing between technical and biological cycles. There are two different visions of circular bioeconomy. Biotechnology vision focuses on processing and upgrading biological raw materials, as well as on biotechnology research and application and new value chains. Meanwhile, social vision highlights sustainability and ecological process, change also in consumption styles and living standards. The bioeconomy development in the EU is expressing rapid growth, which is reflected by the most ambitious, simple, and well-defined cross-sectoral target is the decarbonization of the EU economy. In implementing a social vision in a strong and appropriate circular economy bioeconomy, a strong political vision and adequate implementation tools are needed, so that the expected goals can be achieved precisely and smoothly. The last one is social equality and green governance presented by Professor Justina. The definition of social equality is a state of affairs in which all individuals within a specific society have equal rights, liberties, and status, possibly including civil rights, freedom of expression, autonomy, and equal access to certain public goods and social service. Meanwhile, the definition of green governance is a direct response to the mounting calls for a paradigm shift in the way humans relate to the natural environment. Environmental governance includes policy, rules, and norms that govern human behavior, and it also addresses who makes decisions, how decisions are made and carried out, the scientific information needed for decision making, and how to public and major stakeholders can participate in the decision making. In green governance, nature is included as one of the stakeholders. One of the challenges regarding green governance related to social equality is environmental injustice or climate justice. Climate justice means finding solutions to the climate crisis that not only reduce emission or protect the natural world, but that do so in a way that creates a fair, more just, and more equal world in the process. The sustainable development concept has changed our perception of the connection between people and the environment, including a broader perspective that results in the concept of green governance. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.